Greek mythology, where even minding your business can get you cursed, eaten, or turned into a shrub. First of all, let's talk about the gods. If you think these were wise, benevolent cosmic parents, you're wrong. Greek gods were less divine beings of justice, and more like a group of rich trust fund kids with world-ending superpowers and absolutely zero therapy. Zeus alone had more affairs than a reality show contestant with abandonment issues, and half the time they weren't even consensual. One time, he turned into a golden shower. Yes, that kind, to impregnate a woman in a locked tower. Another time, he became a literal bull, kidnapped a princess named Europa, swam across the ocean with her on his back, and dropped her off in Crete like, "Surprise! You live here now." And if you think, okay, but I'd just avoid the gods, ha, good luck with that, because in ancient Greece, everything pissed off the gods. Did you invent something cool? Athena's jealous now. Did you forget to sacrifice your goat? Apollo just gave your whole village a plague. Did you sneeze the wrong way on a Tuesday? Boom, you're a weasel now. And even if the gods don't get you, the heroes will. You know, the guys you think you want to be, until you realize they're all raging train wrecks with swords. Take Heracles, aka Hercules, the OG gym bro. He once killed his own family in a divine rage blackout and had to do 12 near impossible labors to atone, including cleaning a literal poop river and stealing a belt off an Amazon queen, which ended in, guess what? Another bloodbath. Then there's Achilles, who was basically invincible except for his heel, because his mom dipped him in magic river water like a chicken nugget and forgot to dunk the ankle. He spent most of the Trojan War sulking in his tent because someone took his war prize/girlfriend. Real stable guy. And Odysseus? 10 years just to get home from war. Dude stabbed a Cyclops in the eye and gave his name while leaving, like he was signing a guest book at a murder. Guess what happened? The Cyclops' dad was Poseidon, and he absolutely wrecked that man's commute with storms, sirens, cannibals, and a brief stop where his crew got turned into pigs by a witch, who then became his girlfriend. Because, of course. And let's not forget what happens if you're a woman in these stories. Honestly, don't be a woman in Greek mythology. That's the whole advice. Best case scenario, you get turned into a constellation after suffering something traumatic. Worst case? You're Medusa. She was originally a beautiful priestess, but after being assaulted by Poseidon inside Athena's temple, she got cursed to have snake hair and kill people with eye contact. Meanwhile, Poseidon went right back to seahorsing around like nothing happened. If you're a woman in a myth, you're either a prize, a monster, or a tragic backstory. Occasionally all three. And mortals just trying to live their lives? Forget about it. You try to be clever, boom, punished for hubris. You try to be humble, too bad, still dead. There was a guy named Arachne who got turned into a spider because she beat Athena in a weaving contest. Like, imagine being so good at knitting that God personally smites you into a bug. Another dude, Actaeon, accidentally saw Artemis bathing, wasn't even on purpose, and she turned him into a deer and set his own hunting dogs on him. Because, apparently, my bad isn't a valid excuse when it comes to seeing divine side boob. Basically, if you're wondering why you wouldn't survive a Greek myth, it's because the entire ecosystem of those stories is designed to end you. There's no moral compass, no happy endings, and no chosen one plot armor. You'd either get killed, cursed, eaten, transformed, or tricked into marrying your mom. And honestly, even that might be one of the less weird outcomes. So, yeah, maybe stick to modern problems. Because as much as rent and climate change suck, at least you don't have to worry about offending a sea god and getting lost for a decade, or being turned into a tree because your Tinder date was actually Apollo. Greek myths weren't written to inspire. They were written to warn. About what? Unclear. Mostly just that existence is chaos and gods have zero chill. But hey, if nothing else, at least now you know that surviving a Greek myth isn't about strength or wisdom. It's about not existing in the first place. Anyway, stay mortal, stay average, and for the love of Zeus, don't touch anything shiny in a temple.